Grief at the Griff. Nashville construction boom exacts deadly toll on Hispanic workers. So before I continue with this lesson, I like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach with the Great Millstone Nashville camp. Come back with a quick lesson, and this lesson will be entitled "The Tribe of Issachar and the Rest of the Northern Kingdom." Excuse me, the tribe of Issachar and the rest of the Northern Kingdom. Now, as you see in the title, here in Nashville, the city's growing. Esau Edom is doing, not depopulation. Goodness gracious, I forgot what gentrification. All right, they're doing gentrification, building up in Israelite communities, so-called blacks, Latinos, Spanish, Native American communities. All right, and basically, pushing them out. And so what happens is that, they use the tribe of Issachar, which are the Mexicans. And along with them using the tribe of Issachar, they use Zebulon, the tribe of Zebulon, which is the Guatemalans, which I got a homeboy in the world named Melvin. He from Guatemala, and he know he know we brothers. He know that the Negroes up here in America, well, mainly, in the islands, Haiti, you know, uh, Dominican Republic, he know that we all related, you know, but he's not with the Hebrew Israelite. I don't want to say thing, but he don't really believe that, but he can see it. All right. So anyway, uh, Esau Edom likes to use the tribe of Issachar, which is the Mexicans and the other Latino tribes, and he don't pay them. They work long hours, so basically they under the curses too. They are under the curses too. And you're no better than the Negroes, so-called Negroes. All right. And once upon a time, we all looked exactly alike. Either we had straight hair with so-called dark skin or woolly hair. We all the tribes looked exactly alike. All right. The sons of Jacob were definitely identifiable without a doubt. And so anyway, we can read a little bit of this article. All right. It says mourners at vigil for Denver Chavez, who died on a Nashville construction site. I think he passed away recently. All right, within a few days ago. All right. It says across the street from the Griff, a luxurious apartment complex in Germantown, which is out east. Says protesters dressed in black held flowers and crosses in memory of the Hispanic construction workers that have died over the last 2 years in Nashville's booming construction industry. They're not feeding them, letting them take breaks, and I'm going to read on down, all right, because I skipped a lot of this. So let's go on down right here where it says more than 5 months ago, right? More than 5 months ago, Pedro Omar Leva died of a stroke while working on a construction site, a condition brought on by harsh working conditions. So you're still working in the same conditions that your ancestors were working in, so to speak, without the whip, without the chain, right? Without being beaten. You're mentally being beaten. You're physically being beaten. On your body that, you're physically being beaten, meaning, you're working on concrete, you're standing on pillars with a damn rope hanging around you, and you 10 stories up in the air, 20 stories up in the air, working for a little pay, Anyway, a condition brought on by harsh working conditions according to his widow and advocates for better working conditions among construction workers. But the thing is that they call them so-called illegal immigrants. So fuck, they had this land before you Edomites did, along with the rest of the so-called Indians. All right, because they do stem from Native American tribes, which is widely known that the Mexicans, right, or so-called, they were the Aztecs, right? The Incas are of South America, right? The Mayans were Panamanians and Guatemalans, Costa Ricans, right? The Tainos were of Haiti, right? Haiti, Dominican, so-called Dominican Republic, you know, Puerto Rico. Anyway, yeah, with them, so like I lost my train of thought. With them being so-called illegal immigrants, they come over here. They might not have the documentation to work, and Esau knows this, and he'll use them. And be like, okay, well, we're gonna pay you this under the table. You know what I'm saying? And it be crumbs. You know, and so they have to work all those long hours compared to the average Edomite construction worker that's actually getting his money's worth, so to speak. And he ain't working no 10 hours. This nigga working 8 hours while Jake is working 15. Anyway, and that's why they don't hire too many Southern Kingdom Israelites to work on a lot of these jobs because Southern Kingdom ain't going for it. And they know how much they supposed to be getting paid, or they done went to school, you know, and they able to make the average amount or better. That's why they don't hire a lot of Southern Kingdom Israelites to work on construction jobs, so-called Negroes, like Haitians, Jamaicans, and the Negroes here in America. All right, Salakia. Let me read another part of this article real quick. It says among them were Leva, who died November 2021, Gustavo Ramirez, a 16-year-old who died after falling off a scaffold. Let me see what that is. I don't even know what that is. Then we're going to go into the tribe of Issachar. All right, because this is who is mainly for. It says a what's it say? A scaffold. What is a scaffold? See? A raised wooden platform used formerly for the public execution of criminals. A structure made using scaffolds. So he fell off one of these. Knowing you're supposed to have some type of rope, you're supposed to have some type of safety harness on you when you climbing up this shit, So yeah, he fell off one of these, man. No telling how high it was. Anyway, let's go right back to it. It says in Denver, Chavez, an 18-year-old who had a heart attack. He was 18 and had a heart attack, bro. Come on. So it was from long working hours, not, barely eating, drinking water. Even Melvin, the brother I'm talking about that's from Guatemala, he used to say that. He wake up about 6 in the morning, or 5. We got to be there at 6 or 6:30. He ain't eat or drink no water, and he worked 2 jobs, and he'll get fed at the job that we worked at. His second job, which was my only job, which started at about 4. He'd get there at 5. So he's working about 11 hours doing that job, from in the morning. Then he'll come and, work that night shift job with me. Anyway, who had a heart attack and died in April 2021 while building a garage for the Metropolitan Development and Housing Agency. All right, I'm going to read one more and then we're going to go to scriptures, because it's something that his one of their wives has said. Here you go. It says, I'm going to start right here at the bottom. It says, Leva left behind 4 children who don't understand why their father never came home from work, said his widow. We must be treated with respect and equal rights. rather than be treated like a tool for work. She said, now a tool for work. Well, let's see what the Bible says. Salakia. Yeah, we're gonna see what the Bible says. Because Issachar, the tribe of Issachar, are known as the donkey, right? And let me get it. We're gonna go into understand how Issachar, which is one of the sons of Jacob, got his name. All right. And this is why it's always important to go back to the basics. So we're gonna start right here. Let me see. Yeah, actually I start right here. Genesis 30 and 13. All right, and Leah said, "Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed." And she called his name Asher, which is another one of the Northern Kingdom brothers, which I believe the Incas, or similar to the Incas of South America. Anyway, it says, and Reuben, which is the Seminole Indians today, and Reuben went, he's a big brother too. He's like Jacob's first son. And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes. Mandrakes are a plant, and it's like a sedative. All right, it's a sedative. Let me prove it. All right, so we're going to mandrakes. All right, mandrakes. All right, it says mandrakes, right? I keep saying right. All right, so this is what the hell? Yeah, so this is like the mandrake. You know, this is sedative. We're just gonna say that. It says a Mediterranean plant of the nightshade family with white and purple flowers and large yellow berries. It has a forked, fleshy root that supposedly resembles the human form and was formerly widely used in medicine and magic, allegedly shrinking while pulled from the ground. Let me see. It's going to say uses medicine, European mandrake root for treatment stomach ulcers, colic, constipation, asthma, hay fever, convulsions, arthritis. I wanted to go on to say there was a sedative. Salakia. Trying to get a little bit more information on this. But I know it's a sedative. Alright. The hell? Human figures. Toxicity. Let me see. Make the plant. Let me see. All right, so it ain't. I mean, it's giving me some words. I believe it goes into being sedative. Let me see. Let me see real quick, just for edification. Sedative. Let me see. Yeah, it says the mandragora or mandrake was used as a sedative and to induce pain relief for surgical procedures. All right, so there's your anesthesia, so to speak. Anyway, let's keep going. I won't make this too long. Where my time at? All right. Anyway, starting right back here, Genesis 30 and 14. Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, "Give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes." And she said unto her, "Is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? And wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also?" And Rachel said, "Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. So here, right, let's go back up. It says, and found mandrakes in the field. So Reuben found mandrakes and brought them to his mother Leah. Now, if you know the story about Rachel and Leah, Jacob had wanted Rachel. Leah was the firstborn. So in Shemitic law, I was going to say it like that, or in Hebrew law too, because the firstborn would get uh, the father's inheritance. Well, Leah, being the first daughter, you know, had to get Jacob. And so that's what happened. But Jacob loved Rachel. So that's why Leah is saying, well, you stole my husband, blah, 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 blah. You know, verse 15, she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? And wouldst thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rachel said, therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrake. So basically, Rachel was like, look, Jacob's going to lay with you for those, so I can get those mandrakes. So that's where the name Issachar comes from, which means he is hired. And the blue letter is going to say something else different. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, thou must come in unto me, meaning have sex, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. So Jacob like, shoot, all right. You know what I'm saying? Going to give Rachel them mandrakes, you know, and let me get my love. Let me get my hire. Let me get let me get what I was paid for. All right. Verse 17, and the Most High hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the fifth son. And Leah said, the Most High had given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar. All right. And it's not going to say he is hired. It's Yashakar. Yahi Shakar means hired. He is hired, literally. And it's going to say something else different. And it says he will bring a reward. No, it's hired. All right. Let me see. Yeah, it don't say it. See, it changed it. It used to say he is hired. Now I'm gonna go into where it said that Issachar, basically about where Issachar dwelt at, the tribes will dwell at in the last days. So I believe it's Genesis 49. I believe it's Genesis 49. Because Jacob was telling his sons what would happen to them. Yeah, this is it. It says Israel's prophecy concerning his sons. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days, which we are in these times this day. All right. It says, gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Now let's go on down to Issachar. It says Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. So Issachar, that's why I was saying Issachar, their symbol, all right, is like unto the donkey. A strong, let's see, what is a strong ass? And it better not pull up no crazy stuff. Let's see. And it went straight to Genesis, right? So it said, anyway, yeah. It says donkey. Issachar is a strong donkey lying down between two sheepfolds, right? But really this goes into a landmass where the tribe of Issachar would dwell. So they're like unto a donkey. All right. Now it says, what is a raw bone donkey? It says relatively thin with prominent bone structure. Also heavy framed and rugged, but not attractively built. Now, the tribe of Issachar, you know, before the curses came onto them, they were well built, tall, 6 foot. You can read about different accounts. dealing with the Aztecs. Well, because of the curses, they shrunk. They're a little shorter, and not too many of them are physically stocky. But I tell you one thing: let a Mexican brother punch you anywhere on your body, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it's gonna feel just like a Negro knocking you out. Even with their strength, they are strong, hella strong. You know, and it says that dealing with Jacob and Esau, one shall be stronger than the other. You know. So anyway, let's go right back into this word. Uh, damn, what was that at? Genesis 40. There you go. 49:14. Issachar is a strong ass. This is a male ass, right? So it's a donkey, right? Come on. H2543 Hamar. All right. Let's go more into it. Now it says couching down between two burdens. In this H4942. Yeah, a stall for cattle. Only dual burden, right? Two. So like it. So this is two landmass, right? Then they changed the words up, man. They didn't change it up. Damn it. So Salakia. Yeah. Let's see for burden. Yeah, they didn't change it up, man. But basically, damn, let me see if I can find something else. So basically, yeah, this basically in the old definition went into Issachar dwelling between basically the two burdens, two landmass, which is Mexico. Mexico is in between North America and South America. All right. Uh, damn. And there was a map. I believe seeing a map. Let me see. Damn. Yeah, I don't have the map. Damn. But anyway, the spirit's dealing with you. We done went over this multiple times. Crouching down. Let's see. H7257. Let's see what it says. All right, it says to crouch on all four legs folded. Lurk, right, fall down, make fold, lay. To make rest, right? To stretch oneself out, lie down, right? So a place of rest. So these two burdens will be where the tribe of Issachar will rest will be Mexico, all right? Let me see something real quick. Mexico, Issachar. Let's see what I get. Right. This is what I had actually wanted, which they have Genesis 49. Issachar's strong ass couching down between two burdens is two land masses, all right, which is in between the United States and Guatemala, so on and so forth. And so this is where the tribe of Issachar would dwell, because in the land of Israel, there wasn't in between two different land masses. There was in between two tribes, which is, like in between here. Zebulon's at the top, Manasseh's at the bottom. But it's the same region. Remember, Jacob said that this is going to befall the Israelites in the last days. So, Lord will, this is edifying, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.